it's not often that Ronnie O'Sullivan is upstage, but there we are, a maximum from Tom Ford. Congratulations to him.
Итак, всем привет. Сегодня у нас Ронни O'Sullivan маркинг. Гранд-мастер 2017 года. Первый раунд, матч до 5 побед, третий фрейм.
Cliff Thorburn 147, where play on the other table stopped, and I can still remember the image of Bill Werbenick peering. Well, all the time on that shot, he's worried about hitting the red to the right, and he just found a way of avoiding that, but he didn't have a lot else. I think he's set Ronnie O'Sullivan back a little bit with that break in the previous frame. That break of 81 from Mark King was a fine break. He's played the figure-8 safety shot, and this is an absolute beauty. Look at this shot from O'Sullivan. Well, that's how to play safe. I never see it executed any better than that one. Well, the idea was to hit it thin, but he didn't hit anything there.
Foul and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
It's a particularly difficult shot he was trying to play.
One.
That was well played also. From nothing. Forced the mistake.
Yes, it should be said that he didn't have it all his own way to qualify first round, but in fact Hill only scored 1 point in the last 2 frames. So O'Sullivan eventually won 5-3.
Попал Кинг по красному, Ронни вступил в атаку, сейчас надо делать подбой. Хотя нет, вышел еще налево красный Ронни.
24.
Потому что на цветном точно придется подбивать.
He actually played a qualifier this week. He's played a match since the Masters victory.
Плохой угол.
And of course, as you mentioned earlier on, David didn't even qualify for this event last year,
32.
losing in qualifying, which would have infuriated most people here. And that's 2 rest shots he's already missed tonight. He missed one
Ronnie
into the
O'Sullivan,
opposite
32.
corner pocket in frame 1. His stats on the rest, 1 from 4 on tonight's play. As he can, even in the Masters, you know, he was not knocking in century after century during that Masters title that he won. Lots of matches taking place here. There was an ugly sound of a miscue on an outside table. I think it was Ryan Day. And well, the attempts to get in behind his box colours in the blue are good from both players. Well, not much danger. Well, I think he'll be happy enough with that.
Три 6 очков набрал по итогу Ронни, не удался у него удар с рестом. Так что у Кинга еще есть шанс отыграться в этом фрейме.
Well, he's gone for it instead. Yep, he's suffering a little bit there. He played a good cue ball, but unfortunately, if the pot doesn't go in, you can't really...
Дальний удар не прошел, и Ронни вновь вступает в атаку.
1.
As we saw, it wasn't a full pocket that he was aiming for the ground, but centre pocket it would go.
5. 6.
Well, the black spot is not required now.
12.
Clearing the reds away from the pink.
13.
Cardiff last
90.
year, still looking to break the tie that he has with Steve Davis and John Higgins, 28 ranking title, joint second, 8 off Stephen Hendry's all-time total. Down forever, one by one, started to go. To Hendry's 18.
24.
Of course, the key point in all of that is that Stephen Hendry's retired.
Frame with one scoring visit, he's actually tied Mark King up in knots in this frame.
31.
Anyone would.
37.
I think the key fact this evening is that O'Sullivan's actually ahead on the safety by 11%,
38.
so Mark King is not bossing that side of it either. 81, but he's not potted a ball in this one, he's not going to now. There it is, the safety stats that I mentioned. O'Sullivan
45.
ahead there.
51.
And sees 94% for pot success.
Pot success rate 94% or
59.
similar, then
67.
Неплохая серия у Ронни. Но возможность сделать сочную серию еще остается. Но тут сложный желтый, сложный синий.
Well, hold on. No,
Ronnie
the yellow
O'Sullivan,
doesn't drop in
74.
either pocket, but a very swift 74. He pounced on the Mark King mistake. Some players do like to keep their distance from one another, but
well, that was pretty much an unforced error. This was in the first part of the match. That really was the point of the first 4 frames where he just literally grazed the ball, but he knew he'd done it and admitted to it. And he won the frame at that point. Well, in the end, the mistake from O'Sullivan didn't amount to all that much. However, and they went for the pot, but I know the cue ball was certainly part of the plan, getting it back down the table. That really does. It's the key ball. And who knows?
4.
Into the bunch. But he hit them almost too well. And he's played with sublime confidence once again. He looks
12.
to be getting stronger in this match. I thought he was finding his feet early on, and we have to give credit because Martin Gould came off the table
15.
saying it's played as well as anything. Controlling the cue ball, I think tonight seems to be the same. The conditions look perfect to me.
Ну а теперь перемещаемся в 5-й фрейм. Превосходная позиция у Ронни.
23.
Должен быть одним подходом этот фрейм. Ну, все после ошибки Кинга на дальнем красном. Да, сидит он.
31. $38.
This level, the half chances that you receive have got to be knocked in.
45.
Yeah, so
52.
O'Sullivan coming back from the interval with that breathing space, and
Struggled in actually, and because he didn't put it cleanly already in 2017, where we're able to grind things out.
Seven.
We're not doing that now, but you know, he's refused a couple of shots. Maybe he feels he can't always play to that wonderful level that we see from him, and you've just got to be patient and wait for chances to come.
he really is a handful. Break ends at 81. And Ronnie O'Sullivan is just
81
one frame away from a place in the next round. Mark King really now does have it all to do.